thank you so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. It's the latest on trend with your girl Bianca. Hi guys, I am back with another update. Yes, it is going to be a Lani update following the full disclosure shambles that has been going on, and Lani finally speaks out. She did a 45-minute long video explaining what's going on, where she's been, and she goes into details. It's a very lengthy video and it is unedited, and she does these like every so often. So whenever she goes through something, I've noticed anyway, she will put out these unedited videos where she just sits in her car and she just basically talks to her fans. She issues an apology to her fans for her just going MIA basically, and she explains what happened, and she also talks about full disclosure and Bianca specifically. She titles her video "How Dare They" in capitals, and she breaks it down for us. I'm not going to watch the video with you guys. I'm going to actually try and keep this video short, she says, but go ahead and watch the video if you want to hear what Lani has to say for herself. She says it all in the video. This is just me giving you guys an update and a little breakdown in my little 2 pence. Okay, so before she talks about the Bianca situation, she first of all says that she can't appear like she's down or something like that. I'm just paraphrasing. She says, oh yeah, she can't appear as if she is mentally unstable. She has something in the pipeline, something to do with a brand, which she needs to show that she is mentally strong. I didn't really get that bit, because in the video she's if this brand was to watch this video, then it would be a bit concerning, because she's like crying, she doesn't look her best. She's being real, she's just being herself, you know. She's being how I personally feel like a lot of influencers should be. Like, she's showing a side I personally think a lot of influencers should show: a bit of moralism, a bit of realism, just being real. Like, legit, like, they are not happy, smiley all the time 24/7. They go through things. I think it's quite damaging just to see people like perfect all the time. So I think it's quite nice to just see her not like crying and like looking like down, but just like normal. Like, it's not every day you come on and your face is beat, like, because you don't live like that 24/7. And yes, social media, Instagram, all that stuff, you use it for whatever you want to use it for, but there is that pressure to constantly look a 10/10 on social media. However, like, I do think, you know, just seeing somebody in their natural state, in their natural form, not every day beat, I think that's quite refreshing, and I think that's healthy. Yeah, so the bit where she was talking about she can't appear to look mentally unstable because of this brand, because of this deal, because of this connection that she's got in the pipeline that we are going to be seeing very soon. I find it a little bit like contradicting, or I just didn't really get it, because you taking off all of your posts online on your Instagram really speaks 1,000 words, and it speaks louder than you putting like one rant story or something like that, you know. And then you coming on during a 45 minutes video of like you crying and you showing yourself like in distress, like, even though you're saying like I'm mentally okay, but they could potentially look at that and be concerned and be like, do we need to talk? Like, you know, oh my god, could she be going on Love Island? No, that's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? Sorry, I'm trying to like guess what is this show, what is this brand, what is this thing. Anyways, because she is saying that she's now looking to take her career to the next level, so just like moving, not completely stopping YouTube, but just kind of moving her content from YouTube and into bigger platforms. So that's going to be exciting to see. Now anyways, moving on from that, I'm glad that she kind of did the video and spoke out, because yes, a lot of her fans were concerned and wondering where she was, and it's nice that she has finally spoken out. She has posted one picture back on her Instagram, and also she has put some things on her stories that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, just like an update, a follow on from her video. In her video she dresses, full disclosure, she dresses like a lot of things, but the bit that I just wanted to focus on is the whole situation with Bianca. I don't know if you guys watched my reaction that I did from the episode, but I wasn't feeling Bianca. Okay, there was something that was just weird and odd about the situation. I don't think anybody was, and it's not to bash the girl, it's not to drag her, bring her down, it's just how you appear, isn't it? It's just how you are. Like, your personality can't lie. Your energy always tells the truth. You can't camouflage it, you can't cover it, you can't fake it. No matter how nice you want to try and be, will always kind of pick up something which is not right or is not adding up. And I think that's what happened with Bianca. I think she thought she would come on, she thought she would say less, she thought she would act cute, she thought she would just give a few punchlines here and then, and to try and create this persona, and we would just like her and we would just kind of forget about her and just be like, oh, she was so nice, bless her, another victim. However, that's not the case. She kind of came across like she was an accomplice, and she just was not, something about her was just not nice. Now, I don't know the girl, so I can't judge and say whether she's or she's not, but it does appear from Lani, before the full disclosure, she used to follow her. And Lani also expressed that after filming she cried her whole way home to the journey, and Bianca saw her in the car and she must have obviously seen how distressed she was. And even after, like, we've just had like a proper deep open discussion, I think after, when the cameras switch off, you would kind of expect, you know, ladies to come together and be like, oh rah, like actually talk more and kind of like not build a friendship, but I don't know, to kind of comfort each other off screen. But that didn't seem like that was the case. So Bianca was with her friends, Lani was in her car, she was going, and Bianca didn't approach her, Bianca didn't reach out to her, Bianca didn't do anything. Should Bianca have done that? I think so. I think it's only morally right to do so, considering that you did something that was very damaging and very detrimental to somebody's, you know, to someone, and it's just been revealed like there and then, and she just found out. I think really keep extending your apology, like keep extending your remorse. But her action kind of showed that she didn't have any remorse, and nor does she really care about Lani's well-being or what she did to Lani. Now, I don't know if she reached out to Esther, but regarding Lani, from Lani's story, she didn't reach out to her. And they've been, but she, and even prior to that, Bianca was in Lani's DMs and she never said anything about the nudes. Now, maybe she kind of felt a bit like scared, or I don't know, but I think that also would have been a good point, just to be like, hey babe, like I just want us to have a conversation before we go on the show, and I also want to like reach out to you personally, and this is what happened, this is why I did it, and I'm really sorry, because I can imagine it really hurting and damaging you. Just reach out, you know, what's that saying, your olive branch, give your olive branch, offer your olive branch, you know that saying. Me and these sayings, please, something your olive branch. Basically, she could have reached out to her like easy peasy and it would have been genuine, but now the girl is just being exposed more and more and more, and Lani does not know what to do with her. She's in two ways. She wants to forgive. She wants it to be, she wishes that it was a situation where she says sorry, they talk about it, they hug, they move on, and it's all cute and ditzy, and that's it, Bob's your uncle. And they are all women coming together, empowering one another. But really and truly, when you lift up that rug, that carpet, it's all dusty and nasty, and that's not what it is. And this is exactly what I said in my other, when I did my reaction. It's like women or people on social media are just fake and phony, really pretending to be like they are some type of way on screen, when they don't even like each other, when they are jealous of one another. That is literally what it is. It is jealousy, okay? From where I'm standing, it's jealousy. And it's just bizarre. It's strange, it's weird, and it's absolutely bizarre. And I just don't understand it. I don't get it. And Lani is in two minds. She doesn't know what to do with the girl. She doesn't know whether to she just doesn't know what to do with her. You know what? If you're gonna report it, report them all, sis, okay? Report them all. That's not your problem. She's not your friend. She's not your sibling. She's not your sister. She's not your cousin. She's not nothing. Just report it all. Whoever had hands in that, report it, because that's the only way you're gonna deal with it properly. You're not going to deal with it by coming online, going back and forth. You can expose the chick, you can expose the girl, you can do whatever you want, but ultimately just report it. Do what you've been doing. You've called the police, you've given out a statement, and give the names. That's it. Like, that is it. That's how people should be dealing with it, how real people will be dealing with it, not just put everything on social media and then that's it. We're not the law, we're not the authority, we can't do anything about it. Like, what's gonna happen? Your fans are only gonna go and harass her, bombard her, send her death threats, and that's honestly really and truly not the way to go about it. Like, I'm pretty sure you understand what it feels like to be bullied online, to have thousands of messages of death threats, and that's something that we need to honestly stop and not encourage. So, you know, and I know that Lani has ride or die fans, like, I can tell. So I just kind of feel like, just keep dealing with it how you've been dealing with it. You know, report everything to the police, give it to the law, and let them deal with it. It's a serious matter. It's not a social media matter. I think we've seen this before. Serious allegations and influencers going back and forth online, and it hits the blogs, and you almost get like a little thrill out of it. It's like, you know, it's no, let's stop doing that. Let's not do that anymore. Let's just quickly go online and see what Lani had to say. She says, I would like to apologize to anyone who I made worried because I went MIA. I was being a bit selfish, but I wasn't that happy. I felt embarrassed and just wanted to sit in a dark room. I'm totally fine now. The Transcendental family and my sisters helped me put my crown back on. I pray for someone who has been a victim of the same thing or has been humiliated by terrible lies and rumors, that you keep your head up and stay strong. People will try and break you because they need deliverance, but God got you. God loves you. Never let anyone break your spirit. I'm still unsure about that girl. She's odd. Do you know, she said to someone I know recently that Lani is going to try and say she's a victim. So what am I then? I am confused. Please stop talking about me. I think you're horrible. Please don't say my name. You need deliverance. I hope you mature and become a better person. Big up Esther. She's a queen. Big up you lot. You are all my queens. That's a horrible thing to say. Like, she's going to try and say she's a victim. Oh my God. Holy water. Pour me water. Holy water, hey, cleanse this fire, hey, 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 holy water, hey, pour me water, hey, holy water, hey, holy water, pour this water, hey, on this gala, hey, quench her, hey. Hey, listen, please don't go and send hate to anybody, okay? I mean, there's a way to deal with these type of people. There's a way, okay? Like, and let's take the highway. Now, the girl came on and she was like, you lot, this is your scene. Like, obviously I'm not into that social media thing, so I don't really want to put my business out there like that, right? But obviously your business is out like that now, and you have now been put into this social media thing, and now you're talking about somebody who is in the social media thing. So obviously her social media people are going to come after you, do you get what I mean, and then drag you into that social media scene, because now your name is being spoken about everywhere, you know, right, left and center. So obviously now you can't, Lani baby girl, don't give her the platform. Like, don't give her what she wants. It's good for her to have some type of connection. Is my lighting gone black? It's good for her for her name to be spoken out. Do you know what I mean? Like, she dated a guy who is in the social media scene, so it's a little bit weird and odd. Do you get it? You having my name in your mouth. Your name is not even in my mouth. You are irrelevant to me. And what you say to these type of people, thank you for showing me your true colours. Thank you for showing me your true colours, because now I know. And now the whole world knows. I don't even need to drag you. You have dragged yourself. Let's be wise in the way that we react to certain things. Everybody's already siding with Lani. Everybody's already seeing the wrong that has been done to her. It's not whether you like the girl or you don't like the girl. It's just what is right and what is wrong. And having your nudes that you sent to somebody on privacy grounds, decided to now send it around, and then another person that came and sat in the same room as you that was in your DMs did that behind your back, baby. You don't even need to have her name in your mouth. Like, already we can see for ourselves. What more is she going to come and say? How is she going to defend herself? And then on top of that, she's making comments like that, or like Lani's going to try and make herself look like a victim. Alright. It's a bit crazy, but I would also, in this time, I feel like that's when you'll have so many people in your ears, because so many people want you to react. And it could even be your friends, you know, like your friends telling you, oh my god, have you seen what she said about you? Oh my god, have you seen what she said about you? Real friends will shield you from that. Let me tell you, real friends will not just keep telling you about all the negative things that have been said about you. Why? Because that's going to bring distress to you. So they're going to want to protect you as much as possible. Meaning, if they see or hear somebody talk bad about you, they'll deal with it on your behalf. They don't need to bring that to you. That's the thing we need to watch out with friends as well. If you have friends who are constantly telling you things that will distress you, things that will bring you down, things that would make you like anxious, you know, things that will bring everything but joy, peace to you, peace, that you need to watch out for that friend. Don't think like, oh, because they're telling you they're your third eye. They could be your third eye and not have to bring it to you. Do you understand? So we need to be careful of friends that will always kind of feel the need to tell us every negative thing that is said and about us. Why don't you deal with it on my behalf? That's what a real friend should do. Shield you and make sure that you are constantly in your peace. Anything that will come in to disrupt your peace, then they shouldn't be bringing that to you. So if your friends are constantly telling you like, oh, she said this and she said that and she said that, okay, when you heard that, what did you do about it as my friend? What did you do about it? So for everybody that is coming in Lani's ears, because that's what will happen. Lani, from where I'm standing, she's in a place where she's vulnerable. She's very open. And the same people that will still act like, oh, we're here for you, we got you, we're your friends, they'll be the same people that are seeing her weakness, because they are the ones who are in her space. And they are seeing her weakness. And if you are seeing my weakness, and in my time of weakness, when I am low, when I am down, when I am not guarded, you're coming on to add on top of that, adding more weight to that. If you want to say, you say when the person is up and stronger, like a few months later, when you know that the person can handle it, and in the right time and in the right environment, you will know, like, when you're reminiscing about the madness, you'd be like, you know what, I never told you this at the time, because obviously I didn't want to add extra stress to you, but the girl was going mad, you know, she was saying this and this and this, I had to check her. That's what you do as a real friend. Not when your friend is down and then you're adding distress by telling her, oh, this and this and that. Like, no, watch out for those type of friends, please. Sending you screenshots of what the girl is doing, what the girl is saying, sending you this and that. No. Come on, people, man. Let's open our eyes to the snakes we actually have around us. Not everybody that is around us is actually for us, okay? Some people are there, wolves in sheep clothing. Some people around us, very, very, very close, that we're rubbing shoulders with, are wolves in sheep clothing, okay? And you need discernment. You need discernment to be heightened up. You're talking about God loves you, God this. Baby girl, God loves you, Miss Lani. God loves you, okay? You need to get to a point where I don't want to compare. I don't like comparing people, but like see where Esther is and how she's had to build herself. And I'm pretty sure Esther has her flaws, and I'm just using it as a point of reference because it's somebody that you said big up, you know, Esther, and somebody that sat down with you. But see how she's carrying herself now, because she's had to work on herself a lot, and build up that self-love. When you build up that self-love, you're going to be discerning. You're not going to be afraid of walking alone. You're not going to be afraid of who likes you, who doesn't like you. You're not going to be afraid of people like that. You're not going to be touched. Yes, you could be a lover at heart, and I think it's beautiful because not a lot of people have that heart anymore where they could openly love and be open, because society or our social environment and our experiences really harden our hearts, and it really makes us to be who we genuinely don't want to be. And so we face this internal battle because a part of us just wants to be soft and kind, and then another part of us rejects that because we've been hurt. So we want to be hard, and we want to be closed. And that's not our nature. That's not our true nature. So we are dealing with this internal battle now because we are divided. So I commend anybody who comes out of hardship who still has a soft heart. And I believe that's where Lani is. She still has a soft heart. Even with everything this girl has gone through, she still has that childlike Disney princess, soft, open, loving heart. But now you need wisdom. Now you need discernment. Okay, because wisdom will tell you what to do in the times when you don't know what to do. Wisdom will mature you. Wisdom will guide you. And you need discernment. And you need that discernment to be sharpened. Oh, that person is a bit weird, but I know how to deal with them quick before I open myself up to them, before I believe them. You know, like it's so much. But I said this video was going to be short, didn't I? Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave you here. Make sure that you subscribe. Thank you so much. Oh my God. For the 7K subscribers. You lot, man, I have been waiting for this for the longest time. I have such a hard audience, but it's okay. It's okay, because I'm still going to be bringing to you guys the updates. But I just want to say massive big up all of you, all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Road to 10K. Please share my channel with your people, your family, friends, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, nieces, all of them. Okay, tell them, be Ami, subscribe. Road to 10K. Peace.